Once again, we thank our sponsors who help us put this show on the air, the Comfort Inn of downtown Denver. With their fabulous location, stunning atmosphere, and free breakfast, their special Metro State rate of $79 is hard to beat. And of course, Dex. Dex is your most complete, up-to-date source for information in the book and online at dexknows.com. Thanks for sticking around. So far on the show, we've brought you a ton of softball and some baseball, so let's get you caught up on the rest of the sports here at Metro State. How about some outdoor track and field? On April 15th, Anthony Luna automatically qualified an 800-meter race at Mount Sac in Walnut, California. The two-time 800-meter national champion hit a time of 1 minute and 49 seconds. It was the fastest time of any Division II runner this season. 1 week later, the team reunited and ventured north to Fort Collins for the Jack Christensen Invitational. Luna, Newland, and Arnold getting ready for the 1,500-meter race. Luna out in front for the first few laps, but it was Arnold who crossed the line first, hitting a provisional qualifying time in a time of 3 minutes and 52 seconds. Derek Fiorni finishes 8th in the 100 meters and barely misses the school record despite the blustery conditions. And what is women's basketball star Chelsea Williamson doing here? She is actually the first field athlete in Metro State history to throw the discus. Williamson threw some discus in high school and was helping out the team in meeting NCAA mandates to be able to compete in the national tournament. Williamson failed to hit a measurable throw, but kudos to Chelsea for helping out the team. Tennis, anyone? The men and women's tennis teams both earned invites to the RMAC tournament in Kearney, Nebraska. The men's team entered the tourney as a 5 seed, but fell in the first round to 4 seed Montana State Billings. On the women's side, the runners also grabbed the 5 seed, but defeated Montana State Billings 5-3. But the run would end there as Metro State fell to number 1 seed and eventual RMAC champion Nebraska Kearney by a score of 5-2. Also in the month of April, Metro State Athletics held its 10th annual scholarship auction and dinner. It was held at the Brown Palace this year, and bidders had a plethora of items to bid on, from signed jerseys and pictures, to Metro State gear, to golf outings and spa packages. The event was held to raise scholarship money for Metro State athletes. Marsha Neville was the auctioneer for the event, and former CU women's basketball coach Seal Berry was the guest speaker. We want to thank everyone who contributed to this worthy cause. One more segment to go, so make sure y'all come back, you hear? Thanks for coming back to the Roadrunner Review. Back on April 24th, Comcast and Metro State partnered up for Comcast Cares Day. It was a time for the community to come together and spruce up the campus. Roadrunner Review reporter Anthony Costura has the story.
Wow, is it a great day to be a Roadrunner?
Metro State's very own Auraria campus was selected as Comcast's signature project for its 9th annual Comcast Cares Day. Comcast Cares Day is one of the largest single-day corporate volunteer efforts in the country.
You know, the very fact that you're here gearing up for a day of service on a Saturday is inspiring. Thanks to every one of you for coming.
Despite the gloomy and drizzly weather, close to 1,000 volunteers from Comcast and Metro State rallied to fix and tidy up the school and the outlying campus. Volunteers received free hats, shirts, and breakfast for their time spent at the event. The Metro State Pride Pet Band kept the crowds awake in the early a.m., and Roadrunner mascot Rowdy kept the kids lively on the Saturday morning.
Today you will perform 50,000 hours of service collectively as a group.
Projects ranged from planting 65 trees to distributing 842 wheelbarrows full of mulch, to painting interior walls with 214 gallons of paint, to building benches for different areas of the campus. A food drive was also held in front of the Tivoli building, where citizens dropped off canned goods, cereals, and non-processed items in hopes to raise more than 45,000 pounds of food, enough to feed 30,000 people. The event was a huge success, and the campus shines a little brighter now thanks to each and every single one of those selfless volunteers. For the Roadrunner Review, I'm Anthony Costura.
Thanks, Anthony. Now for the best of the best and top plays from the month of April, brought to you by Miller Coors. Number 5 comes from women's basketball player Chelsea Williamson, who became the first discus thrower in school history. Although she didn't record a measurable throw, you can't ignore history in the making. Nice work, Chelsea. Play number 4 comes in the form of defense, as baseball's Tommy Frickin goes full extension for the grab and then goes to second for the out. The senior shortstop getting it done. On to play number 3, first baseman Jessica Hobb hit everything she saw in the series against UCCS. The senior went 8 for 11, drove in 5 RBI, and scored 2 runs, including her 8th and 9 home runs. Play number 2 also comes from softball, but let's get defensive as Amber Roundtree nabs the errant throw and still gets the tag on the helmet of the base runner. Roundtree, a very underrated player in the conference. And finally, let's all stand for the top play of the month. Hey, I'm standing. Back to the baseball diamond where Jordan Stauffer hits not 1, not 2, but 3 home runs against CSU Pueblo. It tied a school record, and he drove in a career-high 7 RBI in the 19-2 win. Those were your top plays of the month, brought to you by Miller Coors, and Miller Coors wants everyone to remember to drink responsibly. That about does it for this month's Roadrunner Review. Thanks for joining us, and remember to tune in next month for more high-flying Metro State action. For the Roadrunner Review, I'm Eric Lansing.